everybody, it is Super Sunday and I am making lasagna soup. How can you go wrong with that? So it calls for chicken broth, mozzarella cheese, 2 cans of tomatoes. I'm going to use 1 can of stewed tomatoes and 1 of diced. Some Parmesan cheese, a can of tomato paste. I broke up this lasagna noodles. You could use any type of noodles you want, but that's what I decided to do. A little bit of garlic. You could use fresh. Here is some cooked ground beef. Some diced onions. And I have some crushed red pepper, black pepper and salt, and some Italian seasoning. And this is some Italian sausage. And I'm going to make that into a very, very delicious and yummy soup. So I'm going to start by browning my onions. I'm going to add this spoonful of minced garlic. You can never go wrong with garlic. I'm going to brown that. Okay, I'm going to add my pound of ground beef and my Italian sausage. Ooh, sizzle, sizzle. I had already cooked this. I cooked the ground beef beforehand, and I just did the Italian sausage. I usually cook it in the microwave in my Pampered Chef steamer. It's smelling good in here. Now I'm going to add 5 cups of chicken broth. Oh, it's heavy. This is chicken broth I make from scratch. And I freeze it and then I defrost it when I need it. I'm going to let that cook. I'm going to add 1 can of stewed tomatoes. 1 can of diced tomatoes and 1 can of tomato paste, and then I'll stir it up. It's looking good, but some of the tomatoes, at least for my family, are a little big, so I'm going to chop these big ones up and make them a little smaller, just so everybody is happy with the size of the tomatoes. But it looks good. I'm going to add the seasoning. It is 2 tablespoons of Italian seasoning, a half a teaspoon of pepper, 1 teaspoon of salt, and a half a teaspoon of crushed red pepper, just to give it a little bit of spice. So there it is. I'm going to pour it in. And I'm going to stir it up. And I'm going to let this cook for a while because I really want the flavors to kind of blend together and get good before I put the pasta in. It looks good. It smells really good too. So, lasagna soup. Everybody will love that. Alright, let's let it cook. I added the pasta to my soup. I tasted this and it was so good. This is going to be, I will definitely recommend this soup, and I will leave a link below exactly what I did. Yum! Look at that. Lasagna soup. Delicious. Here is the finished product, lasagna soup. I just sprinkled a little Parmesan cheese on. Or you could put some melted mozzarella. That'd be really good too. This soup is definitely one of my favorite soups I have made for this channel. It is so good. My whole family loved it. And if you want it to be gluten-free, I just scooped out some of the sauce before I added the noodles to it. And then my husband had it without noodles. Or you could add gluten-free noodles to it. That's good too. I will put the recipe after this video. I'll see you next week with another edition of Super Sunday. Thanks for watching.